Mini enthusiasts, how are you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. So you might be wondering what's going on. So the garage is empty. It's completely bare. Well, I say completely bare. We are doing some upgrades in the garage. You might see we got a proper sort of loft ladder or stairs there. So I'm going to board the ceiling of the loft properly. We're going to put Celotex insulation up there, so that's going to keep a load of the heat and stop the moisture building up on the cars. I've also got a company coming out tomorrow to lay flooring. So I can't remember what it was. A few months ago, myself and Alex Toon done a little bit of a review on eco tile flooring. I'll try and stick a link somewhere or a card or something like that, maybe up here. Don't know whether that'll work. But yeah, I'm having a similar type of flooring laid in the garage here. And then sort of phase 2 is going to be lining all the walls, insulating all the walls and the garage doors as well. So it should mean it's nice and cozy in here during the winter and great for sort of working on the minis, which is what I want. So after I sold Vinny, the idea was to put all that money back into the channel, I guess. So we bought the Mayfair, which cost £4,000. That leaves us with nearly 3 grand. So I'm going to get the flooring done. We're going to get all the ceiling done, all insulated, all the walls done. So it just makes it a nicer place to be, and hopefully it will make it better for filming as well, because when all the walls are done and insulated, I'll be able to paint them white, so the lighting will be better in here as well. So that's it. Join me in a moment. Tomorrow they're coming to fit the floor, so by the power of YouTube magic, we will be right back and there'll be a brand new floor right here. So, phase 1 of the garage upgrades was the floor. That's all done now. And phase 2, I'm halfway through, is the ceiling or the loft. So I've boarded the whole loft area, whole way round. Main reason for that is I'm going to put insulation up there. It's just going to keep it warmer in here in the winter. It does look a bit dark in here now. I might have to put some more lights up there. So we've put in a proper loft step, loft ladder, put lighting up in the loft, and right, the next step in the garage project was to Celotex all the ceiling. So this is all 90mm Celotex now. So the whole garage is done. And obviously there's polyurethane there just to act as a moisture trap. I think I've shown it before, so obviously the loft ladder and everything in. Next step is to put a ceiling up there, so I'm going to use 9mm ply to put the ceiling up. The reason I'm using ply and not plasterboard is because I don't want to have to plaster the ceiling, and it does give you the benefit of being able to screw things into it, whereas you can't with plasterboard. And I think once it's painted white, it'll look a treat. Straight away, I just notice it's cooler in here. So insulation obviously works both ways, but it's obviously middle of the summer at the moment. We've had some days where it's been well over 30 degrees, and usually in this garage it is, because it's got a black ceiling or black tiles on the roof, it gets ridiculously hot in here. But I come in on a hot day now and it's actually quite cool in here, and I noticed the acoustics in here as well. It's much better. It's not so echoey. Actually sounds a lot quieter in here, so almost like a sound, well, I suppose it's gonna be as a bit of sound insulation as there. But I'm quite pleased with that. That was a horrible job to do all that Celotexing. Never done it before. I thought it looked easy. It is easy, it's just not a nice job to do. Right, a bit more of an update on the garage. I know this is not the most exciting thing in the world, but I'm quite excited about it. So, sorry, it's a bit dark in here at the moment. We've not got any proper lights on at the moment because I've had to take them down. And as you can see, all the ceiling's been ply lined now. So I've used 9mm ply on that. I did get some help. Mainly because I couldn't, I think these boards are 2.4 metres by 1 metre. Too big for me to lift up on my own. So I've got a carpenter to come round, help me cut the boards and help me lift them in. So it's 9mm ply, and at the moment it's just had 1 or 2 coats of primer and undercoat. So it's just ready for gloss white now, although already it's looking really, really good. I'm pleased with that. It's a little bit patchy, but it is just undercoat at the moment. So it's going to have gloss pure brilliant white on there. So that should help reflect the light down. It's already, considering I've only got some sort of mock-up lights in here, it's already pretty bright. So we're going to have the 2 6-foot twin LED battens in here, and I'm going to put another 6-foot twin LED batten across the top here, and it should be lovely and bright then. But I'm really pleased with how it's progressing, so hopefully one more day on this, a bit more painting, and then we will be finished of this sort of phase, and then maybe at some point I'll do the walls as well. But it's actually, in materials, it does add up, you know, this stuff doesn't come cheap. I think it's about 34, 36 square metres. So yeah, all the materials add up, but it is looking really good. So bear with me, I'll be back in a moment and hopefully it'll all be glossed. Right, we're done. I'm super pleased with how it's turned out. Last bit obviously was the painting, and what I actually done was went around and caulk all the joins. Obviously this is, you know, not the same finish as you get in your house. It is a garage after all, so that's why it's got ply up on the ceiling instead of plasterboard, because if I plasterboarded it, it then would have needed all plastering. So there would have been the added expense of that. But ply's fine. It means I can put hooks and things up into the ceiling if I need to, and I still know where all the joists are. So yeah, I'm super pleased with that. So in total, I think it's probably taken me, I think 6 days solid. I didn't do the floor. The floor was 1 day. It probably took me 2.5 days to do the board out the loft, 1.5 days for Celotex in, a day for ply, and then a day for painting and a little bit of electric. So we put an extra LED batten up there. But yeah, it's much, much brighter now. The floor is brilliant. Really, really pleased with the floor. I do just need to be careful though, because I was welding my sister's car in here the other day. First welds of the season are never the best, and it was a bit of tricky welding, so I was getting lots of spatter come off the welder, and I do notice it does burn into the tiles. So I need to put like a welding blanket down or something like that if I'm welding, to prevent it damaging the floor. I know me and Alex did try a blowtorch on it and it was pretty resistant to that, but red hot metal does go through it. So there we go. I'm really, really pleased with that. Yeah, it's been hard work, but I really, really think it's worthwhile doing. At some point, I probably need to do the walls as well, but I'm not going to do that for a while. 1, I've run out of money for the moment, and 2, I've run out of enthusiasm. So, yeah, but I'm really pleased. The loft space actually is brilliant now. I've got proper loft ladder and stairs up there. You go up there, and it's huge. Well, 32, 33 square metres, whatever it is, of extra storage space. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Sorry there's no minis in this update, but it does mean bigger and better things for the minis. It's a nicer environment to have them in and should preserve them for a bit longer. And just quickly, that's back with the minis in it is so much brighter now. It makes a massive, massive difference. It always used to be a bit dark at the back here in these corners, but no, that's really, really a whole lot brighter now. I know I've added one extra batten, but I think the light reflecting down just makes a massive difference. So yeah, really pleased with that. And the flooring, a few people have been questioning when am I going to start on the Mayfair. I literally have not done anything on the Mayfair. I drove it back, had a bit of a walk around with it. It's literally just been in and out the garage in between. I've not even cleaned it. That's just because doing this garage has been sort of my main focus recently, and then just helping Mark with bits and bobs on the ERA. But we will start on the Mayfair very soon. I've had lots of thoughts and lots of ideas about it, so maybe I'll do a bit of an update sharing what my plans are with them.